How about some delicious fried apples to finish off this southern breakfast that we are having tonight for dinner? Well, hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to my kitchen. I just thought I'd do something a little different and bring you along while I make us a big old southern breakfast. It's one of my husband's very favorite things. I'm going to get started pulling this together and I'm going to bring you along. So how about these Great Value buttermilk biscuits? If you have not tried these, I highly recommend them. They are just the Great Value version, like the Pillsbury, and they are a little cheaper. They bake up delicious every single time and taste like homemade. They are really, really worth buying. Let's get started on peeling up these apples. Here's a peek at the sausage all frying up. I decided to make 3 patties and the rest of it is crumbled up for the sausage gravy. And to my cast iron skillet, I've added maybe about 3 tablespoons of butter. The skillet is heated and I'm going to add in my apples. And while those apples are cooking away, we're going to get started on the sausage gravy. I like to remove all the sausage crumbles from the pan. That just helps me get a better feel for the consistency of the gravy. So here I've added in a couple heaping tablespoons of flour to the remaining sausage drippings. I'm going to also add in my salt and pepper. We like a lot of black pepper in our gravy. This is probably the most important step here. You want to get this consistency right in order for your gravy to thicken. You want kind of a thick paste at this stage so your gravy will not be too thin. You can add more flour if needed, or if you have too much flour, you can add a little bit of butter or a little bit of oil in so you get the right consistency. I sometimes use my cast iron, but most often I use this skillet, and I find that that also helps. If you use the same skillet each time, you're easier at getting the amounts right. Alright, I also like to cook mine until it gets a really good dark brown on it. That helps it to really get some good flavor. Alright, back to the apples. We're giving those a stir. We want to just make sure all the little apple slices come in contact with that butter. Alright, I've added in about 2 cups of milk. I've made gravy for so long, I just kind of eyeball it. You want to add the milk in and keep stirring that gravy together as it starts to thicken slowly on the stove. And my twin sons, who are now 24, made this for me when they were in kindergarten, and it is a cinnamon sugar mixture. I will have that in my pantry as long as I'm alive. So I have sprinkled some of that cinnamon sugar over the apples, and I'm still letting them cook on low heat as they start to soften. And take a look at this sausage gravy, guys. It is just right. Not too thick, not too thin. It's deliciously golden brown, which is just how we like it. Seasoned up just right. Is there anything better than sausage gravy? I'm pretty sure my husband would say there is not. And he'd also say there's not much better than a buttermilk biscuit. See, I told you, look at these things. They are winners. My husband comes from a grandmother and mother who makes delicious homemade biscuits, and he loves these. And so here we have it, a sausage patty, slice of bacon, some sliced tomato, scrambled eggs, and the sausage gravy and biscuits. I made this special on this night for my husband. It is one of his very favorite meals, and I was so happy to make it for him. So as we were finishing up, the apples were also finishing up. They just needed a little bit longer. We usually eat these as a dessert with our breakfast anyway, so they are kind of just finishing, getting some good golden brown on there. They were pretty tart. So what I decided to do is just go ahead and add in a little bit of brown sugar and let them kind of simmer together just a little bit longer. Yes, my house is totally smelling like Cracker Barrel. And these are looking just about right. They are pretty soft but not falling apart. They have just the right amount of cinnamon and sugar on there, butter in there. They are going to be perfect for the end of our meal with a buttered biscuit. And that wraps it up, guys. I've got to dish up a bowl of these fried apples for my husband. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you around the next time.